All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Good evening, everyone from wherever you are. Welcome to Talk AI Time with Retink Media, and this show is all about making AI less intimidating and a lot more practical. So today, I'm your host. My name is Martha, and I work for Retink as a marketing in the marketing team. And I'm really excited and genuinely happy to have this conversation. So for those of us who are joining us for this first time, feel very welcome. We are very happy for you to have honored this invitation and feel at home. So this is a monthly online show that helps us to demystify AI. AI has come in the limelight and it is all over the place. So this show is all about making AI less intimidating, making it less scaring, more understandable, and more exciting, especially for those of us wondering where should we begin at. So I know that today is Saturday and the weekend vibe is activated. So I shall just request for your 45 minutes and then we shall get to just learn a few tips here and there that shall be able to help us with regard to marketing and AI. So while at it, please let us all remember to mute our microphones so that we can be able to follow through and be able to get to hear what the session has in place for us. So once again, very welcome, and I would like to introduce our guest for today. We are joined by one very special lady. She has worked with over 25 brands across various industries. That is in technology, in NGOs. She has helped to build personal brands. She has been in the healthcare and hospitality industry. And all these brands, she has helped them to build their visibility, strategic marketing, and also to have to my apologies. I just lost my network. Hello. Welcome once again. I just lost my network, but we are back. So we are talking about our guest for the day. That she has worked across 25 big brands. That is in Seth Hotel Group. She has worked with Black Girls Tech in Nigeria, She Code Africa, Women in Blockchain Nigeria, More Techies, and even the famous My Booking app that helps tourists when they are traveling from one location to the other. And today she joins us as a digital marketing profession. She also does social media marketing. She's a growth marketer and also a passionate educator. And just get this, she has trained over 350 students in digital marketing. So this is just, she's all about women empowerment and girls empowerment. So today we are joined by no other but Chidinma. Chidinma, welcome to the show. We're so happy to have you. Wave us if you
Everyone.
can see us. Wave us if you
Hi
can see.
everyone.
Hello, welcome. We are so happy to have you here. So Chidinma, just wondering, beyond the title, what drives you into digital marketing? You know, I've been on your IG space and it's really glamorous. There is more to the passion, even beyond the career and even beyond, just doing marketing. There's so much passion in your IG, in your Instagram page. What has it been for you in terms of digital marketing? What drives you to become a digital marketer?
Okay. So first thing I would say is when I started out, I really liked the idea of helping businesses scale. So at that time, I didn't really have an idea of how a business can scale online. So I did a couple of traditional marketing. So I used to work for a real estate firm back then, and I came on. But I think that was my first experience in sales and marketing. So we were supposed to market some parcel of land and then some property. That was how the drive came. And I was like, okay, if I can do this for this real estate brand, that means I can cut it across to other industries as well. So I had to test run with my own NGO back then. She partnered with some pharmaceutical companies because she's a doctor, and then she was telling me about it. I was like, okay, cool. We're going to help you rebrand. We're going to help you, and I didn't know a lot of things back then. So I remember I used to watch YouTube videos and on marketing and how to help brand skills and all. So I test run with her brand. I think in the first second month we had about 200 or 300 followers because we were sharing clean pictures at the point when we were doing videos. So after that, I went ahead to start pitching to intern in companies, right, as a social media marketer because I just wanted to understand the scope of things, and that was how the interest started. That was how I picked up, and that was how I started out in digital marketing. So I scaled from a social media manager to a digital marketer, and then to a growth marketer. So it has just been the drive to help businesses position well, and businesses to be known for their services. Yeah.
Well, okay, I think then we are lucky that we came at the time when AI is here, and there's so many things that you can learn online on YouTube with regards to marketing. And I think it's up to us to like get out there and get the information. Well, you've mentioned something about ChatGPT, which is also another AI tool that has really come into the market and is really shaping how people produce content. In terms of
Yeah.
marketing, um, what has changed in terms of marketing with regard to AI coming into place? Because you began when we didn't have AI, we didn't have the exposure to these all AI tools. Can you say that there's something that has really changed now that we have marketing and AI at the same time?
Yes, yes, yes. I would say yes, because when I started using AI tools for a collaborative workflow, I what I've experienced is speed. So sometimes I can have a campaign that I want to run, so back then, I would have a jotter that would scribble out the behavioral pattern of the people that I want to reach out to, geographical locations, and all of that. So what I do is once I just have the thoughts, there's no need penning it down to paper. I just hold my ChatGPT or Cloud AI and then send a voice message to it, and it gives me all I need. And then in seconds or in minutes, I can get what I need to do for a particular campaign, even down to the goal that I want to even get from this campaign. So it has brought about speed, a lot of speed, and then it also helped me jump into implementation ASAP because the informations that I need are readily available. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's all about the speed and making it easier for us. But some people argue that it is making us not think because now everything is just there. You just type it out. It gives you like a whole strategy for a whole week for or a whole campaign. Do you think there's some truth to it in terms of that it is making us quote unquote lazy?
No, I don't believe so. Now, the reason why I said I don't believe so is so AI has come to assist, to help, right, and not to make us lazy. So let's say, for example, you're trying to write a book, right? You have an idea of what the chapter one and two would be. So I know that I don't know, but I've spoken to a couple of friends, and that's how their ChatGPT is. Over time, when you have chats with ChatGPT, you're already nurturing it to see the kind of person you are, and then the kind of information you feed it with. So when you ask preceding questions, it can help you respond to it, right? So I believe that it helps, it assists. So it hasn't come to probably make us lazy. Rather, it has come to make our work swift and seamless.
Okay, okay. Getting back to businesses, now that AI is there, do you think that brands, like you've worked with so many big brands, do you think that brands are using AI strategically, or is it just a trend to them, and or are they getting it wrong? Do you think that they're doing it right now that AI has come to place? Is it helping them, or are they getting it all wrong?
Okay, so I feel so for some brands, most especially startups, right? Now, you can get generic information from ChatGPT or any other AI tool that you get. So I'm going to personalize it now. I create content calendar on a monthly base, right? And then when I do that, most time I give ChatGPT a prompt. Oh, this is the brand I'm working with. This is what we're about. Generate a 30 days, yada yada, and then it comes out with everything. So most times when I look at what it has generated for me, I still think, even when ChatGPT has given me like a starter, I still think, oh, can this one go? And then in the midst of reading through and seeing what he has generated, I begin to have insight as to what next I should do. So now there are some brands that are now taking this the other way around. They just go there and then give it a prompt, and then it gives them stuff. They collect everything verbatim and then they push it out there. Even down to the aspect that you still see all of those dash and asterisks when they are trying to put in caption or hashtag. You know that this person is too lazy that the person can't even remove those hashtags and all of that. So I think so it has made some brands lazy, and then they tend to get generic informations. They don't think things through. So it has affected some brand and it has helped some brands scale. Yes.
Okay. Now, I have seen some, I had seen a trend back then. There are these people who are on social media and they're called like influencers. Maybe people who have been in the
Mm,
industry for long. So they help
mm.
brands, they market the brands of different companies. But over time, people have learned the art of using AI and using social media. So everyone is marketing their own products. You find that if I'm selling a shoe, I'll just show up on my camera and say, hey, check out, these are my shoes, blah, 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 and things like those ones. So you find that these influencers are not as influencers as they used to be. And now it brings me to the question, not that everybody can be able to do everything for themselves, at least those ones who are like keen to do the work. Do you think
Yeah.
that AI at one point will replace us as marketers, especially those of us who are joining the industry, or like those of you who have been there in the industry longer? What is AI doing to us as marketers?
Okay. So I'm still gonna paint a context. So I don't think AI is going to take our job as marketers, right? Some aspects it will, right? So we have Canva, we have other content creation tools that you can send a prompt, and then we have later metrical that you can just you can have like somebody do like a AI automated workflow for you, and then they set it all up, right? And there's still some aspect of marketing that AI can take, but not everything. So one thing I used to say to people in same age as me is we should look at scaling, right? We should look at scaling. That was even one of the reasons why I scaled, because aside creating content, aside understanding brand awareness, aside understanding collaborations amongst brand, what next? What else can I do for brands? So that's why I even focused on startups, right? So one of the pain points for startup is that most times when they build good products, they want the products to get to the market and then they want to make sales. So how can I help these founders? How can I help these startups scale? So that's why I thought about upskilling. So right now I do AI automation with Sable and 8, just to see that no matter how or no matter where they call me, if I am being called from ad campaign, I know that I am good in that spot. If I'm being called for content creation, I am good in that spot. If I'm being called for GTN, that's go to market strategy, I am still good at that spot. So I would always say that as marketers, yes, AI has its own aspect where it can take up some roles, but not all of it if you upscale. Yes. It's just like saying that you want to generate leads, right? There are different ways that you can generate leads. Now, with Clay, you can generate leads, but not everybody knows how to use Clay. Not everybody knows how to use Apollo to generate leads for prospect clients or prospect customers. So I would always say upskill. I would continuously preach the message upskill wherever you find yourself. Just keep upskilling. Yeah, AI will not take our jobs.
Okay, 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 okay. Thank you so much for that insight. Like I am learning real time because I am part of those who are there at this right moment. So now, I heard you talk about you thought about these new founders, these new creators, these beginners, and who are always trying to get the word outside there, but it is not working for them. Like, if you'd talk to them, like, where would you start? If you are a creator, you have some good content, or you want to start up, like, where do you start? Where do you all begin so that you can get to the levels that you are at today?
Okay, if I get you correctly, you're asking more like people that want to get started in marketing, where they
Yeah,
should actually start, right?
yeah.
So, firstly, I don't know, my journey can be different from someone else's journey, but I started with graphics design. I started to understand the concept of branding, logo, colors, right? Because that's what people see first before they even want to even interact with your brand, right? I started from that, and then I went into social media management, and then I went into ad campaign management, and then I went into growth. So I had to pitch to brands to intern, because I wanted to see what happens in the marketing aspect of product led businesses. So I wanted to understand the scope of things and how the operation and everything is done, right? Because I knew that it's not only field marketing that would get those people the desired result that they need. So after that, I also went to take a course on go to market strategy, right? Because of my ICP, that's my ideal customer personnel, the people that I want to serve, right? So their startups, their founders, be it SaaS, fintech. So that's the people that I want to those are the people that I want to work with. So I went ahead to study GTM and all. So I you see that it's from graphics design, no, branding, graphics design, ad campaign, social media management, and then down to growth marketing. So that was more like the trajectory that I used, and I hope or I believe if anyone else should pick that path, it will also go well. So just take it one step at a time and don't rush. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, thank you. I think you just like nailed it because it's really overwhelming. Because 1 minute you're wondering, should I post on IG? Should I go to Facebook? Or is it that my graphics are not working? And I think what you just said, like just one step at a time, especially for new creators, new founders, new marketers, one step at a time that can help you or allow you to get to know what are you looking at or what is it that is in store for you. So as we continue with this, our listeners, please remember to mute your microphone. Also, put in your comments or give a shout out to Chidinma who joined us today. Say hi, leave a comment or ask a question as we progress, and then we shall be looking at them. So as we progress, uh, there's something that has come up while you were talking to us as creators or as new beginners in the industry. You talked about some people they may not understand the tools. You talked about Canva. I had to talk about Apollo. I had you talk about so many other tools I don't even know that allows or rather helps in content workflow. There is something that we are calling tool overload that has that I face even as a marketer on a daily to day basis, because we have tight deadlines, we have we have deadlines, we have content that you're supposed to create, and you find yourself jumping from one tool to the other. You want some graphics, you jump to Canva. 1 minute the boss is saying, hey, check out this tool that just launched, it has some very good edits in terms of video. You want to create some good captions, if you want to do a flyer, even like the one we have been using to market this show for today. And I keep wondering, as a marketer, have you experienced tool overload? Have you found yourself running so many tabs at one point? Because for sure I have. What is your experience with regards to tool overload?
So sometimes it can be really overwhelming. So I think that was the day before yesterday. So I was trying to work on this particular campaign, and then ChatGPT wasn't giving me what I wanted. So I had ChatGPT open, Cloud AI open, Copilot open, Canva by Canva by the side, just to bring all of the addition into like a design. So sometimes it can be overwhelming, and then when you have like a tight deadline, because there are some persons that you would work with, and one of my bosses, he thinks about stuff on the spot, and then he wants me to act on most of them ASAP. And he would come, oh, we need to work on this. Chinma, we need to do this. We need to do that. I say, okay, sir. You see me, I'll just open multiple tabs on my system, trying to see if I can bring this one, merge everything together to see that it's working. Sometimes it can be, most times it can be really overwhelming, really, really overwhelming. And you see during that process, you see that it's also time consuming, right? Because a task that can take me 10 minutes, you see me taking between 30 to 45 minutes to round up on, because I'm trying to make a decision for what I want to put out. So sometimes it can be really difficult. Yeah.
Okay, at least I've heard that I'm not. It's not unique, and everybody is facing the same challenges. So at least am at ease. So maybe from your experience, do you think that maybe if we had one tool, or rather one system that allow us to do all these things together, that it would help us? Maybe it would help us in terms of efficiency. It will maybe help us maybe save time, because instead of like having so many things and your boss is pushing you to the edge and you need to deliver, if maybe we came up with something that maybe can run from one system, do you think that it can help with efficiency? Now that some tools have been designed purposely, to make graphics like Canva. Some tools like ChatGPT are very good with captions. What about having one tool that maybe can correlate all these tools together to give us, one unified platform? What do you think?
So, for my very thought, I think it will also help with efficiency, right? It will also help with efficiency and high delivery rates, because if everything is in one platform, you don't have to keep opening several tabs and jumping from one tab to the other to take information from here, merge it to the other. If everything is in one place, it's going to be really efficient, and it's going to help our journey, right, to be seamless and have a good delivery rate as well, and less time
Okay.
consuming.
Okay, I think I also agree. Thank you so much. So, our listeners, that we found that one thing that really keeps coming up is that so many tools really overwhelm someone, and if we had one tool that unites all these tools together, it would make our life more easier. Chidima here is telling us that for sure she also faces tool overload, which is overwhelming. And sometimes, you just get sick of it because you have deadlines, you have tight schedules, you have to deliver. But again, you have so many things that are coming up. New tools are coming up. There are pro versions. Some are updating every day, and you have to keep learning so that you can be able to deliver. But again, that is where we are here today, because Rentic Media has come up with a tool that is called Simplex. And Simplex is basically doing what we are struggling with. It has combined all these tools into one. So Simplex is coming to help with scattered workflows. Too many tools, too many tabs, that even at one point you can find that even your PC is crashing because you're running so many things at a go. And that is why Rentic is bringing to us Simplex today, where the tool combines, you can be able to run your graphics from one platform, you can be able to do your email marketing from one platform, you can be able to create your video and edit your video from same platform without having to jump from one tool to the other. And today we're even more privileged because we shall get to learn about more about Simplex. And we are requesting that you just give us a few of your minutes so that we let the dev team join us. That is led by Mr. Prince, to help us get to see what Simplex is all about and whether Simplex is going to help us solve this tool overload. And for sure, if Chidima is here and she's facing all these problems, can Simplex work for her now that she's already in the industry and is already having all these problems? What is Simplex bringing on board that is going to help us run away from Canva, which is well known for designing, or GPT, which is well known for captions, or other tools that are versatile to the different content that one is creating. Let's see
All right,
whether
thank
there are any. Okay. Let's see whether there are
you.
any questions or comments from the team. Well, there is so far there's no question that we have received, but we can go back to Chidima and tell us, Chidima, um,
Hello.
AI has come and it is really disturbing a lot of industries. We've even seen robots serve people in restaurants, in resorts. We've seen this AI helping students do research, and nowadays everybody is wondering, like, everybody is asking, even our parents who are aged, they are wondering what is this AI. What do you think the future is looking like for AI in terms of marketing, or even in terms of, or even in other industries? What is the future looking like with regards to AI?
Okay, so for what I see, it's going to change a lot of things in terms of trajectory and execution. Because for example, let's say for the tech niche, I was going through X, and I saw how lovable can build a website just in 10 seconds. Oh no, sorry, 10 minutes. Now this is somebody that does not know how to build a website. He doesn't know how to code. And then see what, because he does not really have so much funding, he went ahead to build website for his business. So in the long run, I'm seeing it as AI is going to help a lot of businesses scale, a lot of persons skill as well, because now we have information everywhere, and there is nothing you cannot learn. I mean, if I want to learn any skill here right now, I would just have to give ChatGPT or any other LLMS the prompt, and then they just give me what I need to do, even down to the routine I need to take to cover that space. So I think it's going to really help people grow. It's going to help people's businesses scale, and it's going to help us be better if we use it rightly.
Okay, okay. You mentioned that you also mentor girls among the things that you do, and in fact, you've mentored at least 350 girls. I think girls in digital marketing skills. So, which are some
Yeah.
of these skills that you teach them, and are these skills that you've learned maybe online, or did you have to go to class, or maybe has experience like really become your teacher?
Okay, so when I taught the 350 students, which I'm still teaching some of them, what I taught was social media management, digital marketing in general, full blown digital marketing, which now some persons are life cycle email marketers, some are just social media managers, and then some are into affiliates. So I just laid the ground foundation for them to understand what it is, and I took them to the stage where they can actually intend to work with some companies just to get more insight of how operations work in these companies. And yeah, so that was what I was able to teach them, digital marketing in general.
And how has been your journey in terms of getting clients? Like, can you say it is because of the work that you've done, or rather the
Oh,
skills that you have done, the skills that you have learned that has helped you to land more clients, or has helped big brands to trust you with their marketing strategies? Because I've seen some brands that I am conversant with, like my booking app, which is really, really a big company in terms of tourist who wants to book accommodations and the like. So is it the skills that you have learned, or is it what has helped you maybe to get outside there and maybe uh, get to have these big brands, I mean, get to work for these big brands?
well, I would say it's positioning, right? I would say it's positioning, and then networking as well. So I'm someone that wherever I enter, wherever I find myself in, I always speak about what I do. I would tell you, we can be having like a minute conversation, and you see me chipping what I do. Oh, I can help you do this. I can help your business do this. We can be talking about business or something, and I just find a way to chip in whatever I do to you, and then be like, oh, really, you can do this, and then that's how collaboration comes into place. Now, for bookings, I think I sent them email. I used to do cold DMs, right? Cold emails to these companies. So as at that point, they had their extranet was down with some informations, and then now for the African region, there were a lot of hotels that are sprouting up in these areas, and what I was doing is More like customer support, right? Because they needed to get most hotels in this area, or sorry, in this region, get awarded, and I was helping these hotels. You see me pick up my phone, I'll go check for the hotels in, for example, now based in Asaba, check for hotels in Asaba. I would call them, I'll explain, oh, why are you not on bookies.com? More like I was reaching out to these persons for a commission based work. So positioning, networking, and speaking up. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much even for giving us your deepest of the secrets to you. Just help us get out there. I want us to go back to Prince. I'm not sure whether he's ready for us yet so that he can give us the simplex demo, which we are really excited to get to learn to see and to see what simplex can do for us as marketing, as social creators, as small business owners, and as beginners. Prince, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here at the moment. Thank you guys for the patience. It's just so I was just having some technical issues, but I'm back now. So I'll proceed to share my screen if you don't mind.
All right.
So I don't know if you can see my screen.
Yes, it's visible.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are all very audible. Go
All right,
ahead.
thank you. Okay, so Simplex is a marketing tool that's meant to help small business owners, startup founders, people that maybe are not even marketing inclined to, get into that marketing space. Um, Create campaigns, create content for those campaigns, ideate, and hopefully, distribute that content. That is essentially what Simplex is. So I'm going to go through the step of, the initial step, um, signing in and all that. So I'm going to walk the users through the onboarding process for Simplex and creating content from Simplex to show you how easy it is, to go from ideation to creation on Simplex. So when you sign up for Simplex, you are directed to our onboarding, and the onboarding is fairly simple. You just have to provide us a brand name and probably maybe your website URL or some documents which we can use to infer the kind of person you are, the kind of brand you are, and use that for the content generation going forward. So I'm a brand, like my name is Prince, and I'm the brand. So I'll just go with my name here and put like my personal website, which is BPS. When you do this, Simplex goes collect every data it can find on you from that website, takes a screenshot, like essentially just tries to get as much info from you as possible. Uh, the more context you give it, the more our agents understand about you, and the more we can use to generate your content in the future. So this is our onboarding. As you can see, took the context, gave a remark. Prince's portfolio is impressive, clean, and professional. Said he knows that I'm a creator, he knows my name, he knows my industry. All these things can obviously be edited, but this seems good enough for me. It gave me a very well detailed brand description of the kind of person I am. And this, ideally, if you provide more information, it can get more, and we're gonna store that in our database that we can use for our users going forward. So let's go ahead and launch our workspace. This is our simplified UI for Simplex. So when you launch your workspace, you're taken directly to content creation. So directly into the crux of creating content for your brand, for whatever you want to do. So we have a couple of templates here that you can choose from. But if you are, as I believe Chidinma was mentioning, ideation, sometimes you would have like writer's block and things like that. You don't want to come up with these things yourself. We're working on putting as many templates as possible, testing them, improving the templates and the output so that you don't need to worry about the ideation. we will do all the work for you, and you just come and use one of our templates, and we're going to use your personal data that you provide us and give you like a personalized form of that template. It's no two content generated by the templates is going to be the same. So we can actually go ahead and like generate content. So as you can see from the ideation, from the initial onboarding process, you're being shoved directly into the content creation, because some people want to just come in, generate content, make things simpler for them. So we can do something like, as you see the suggestion here, we can go with how to brew coffee. Although I'm not a coffee brewer, but I think I can want to generate content for that. When you sign up, you get about 400 credits, so you can play around with it for free. The number of steps for that infographics I want to generate, we have 5 steps. You can put as many steps as you want. Our agent would go and get the information we use from the database that we have, or the agent's database, knowledge base. So this is the prompt that when you feel all your data is going to come out here, but most people don't want to see that. You just want to generate the content, and we're doing all this in the background. Ideally, we're going to make very much more complex prompts so that the output can be much better. So you will not be able to distinguish between what is being created here and maybe something that was done by hand. Ideally, you can't even do that. So yes, use this template. When you use the template, you get pushed directly into this place where you can edit that prompt, that initial prompt, and you can have like everything here. You can edit it. You have your brand details here that you set at the beginning. Right now, I can't add another brand because I'm a new user. Like I'm on the free plan. You can only add more when you're not on the free plan. So as you can see, our brand colors are here. The colors that were collected during the onboarding, and we have an infographic here that I want to use, and we can change the art style. I think I can go with like the flat design for the art style, and the model is then going to use this to generate a more detailed prompt. So this prompt is good, but we have steer our models towards the point whereby the content that is being generated is going to veer towards towards marketing essentially. So you can go ahead and create the content. Right now we are giving people access to the prompts that is going to generate the content, but in the future it's going to not be available. So you can take a look at it now as much as possible until we strip access to it. So essentially what's happening here is that we're going to generate variants of the infographics that we want. You could have set as many parameters as you want, but right here we are generating 3 variants of the infographic. So essentially steps on how to brew coffee. So we have a couple steps here. We have the image, the prompt that we're going to give our agent that's going to generate the image for us, and an infographic titled "How to Brew Coffee." So you don't really need to go into the description of things. It's maybe a bit technical for some people. Some people just want to see that content generated, and we can actually just go ahead and generate content. And everything is being generated in parallel, and once it's generated, you get access to see that content that has been generated. This takes like 10 to 15 seconds to generate all the images. And once it's generated, you can actually generate as many images as you want, or as many, whatever you can generate, 3, 4, like maybe you want to ideate, you want to, whatever. We have a host of templates, whereby it's almost 100 templates you can use. Going forward, we'll have, more than 100. So we can view the infographics that we generated here. And if you notice, the first prompt that we put was how to brew coffee. So as you can see, these are the 5 steps on, how to brew coffee, very detailed. So that was just an initial prompt. So this one is, a bit buggy. There was a mistake. It shows 4 prompts. So you can ideally actually recreate it. Tell it, oh, this doesn't, this has only 4 steps. please improve that. So we can go ahead and recreate this from the initial image, and we're going to get a different variant of this particular thing. While we wait for it to generate, once it's generated, we'll get hopefully or ideally another step added in between. This is just a, because sometimes you can make mistakes, there may be issues with generation, and you just want to modify that. So this just allows you to modify that. Once you're done with this, this is just the content creation space. You can create videos, you can create images, you can create text. So captions that you need. You can also create images, audios, text, videos for anything you want, and you can save those to your content library, and you can then use that to for running your campaigns however you want it to be. So this is taking a bit longer than expected to generate. I'm guessing it's a slow service on my end, but let's see. Rather, it's taking a bit long to recreate. So I'm thinking it's taking longer than expected. Okay, so it generated more than expected. But let's view this. Sorry. So if you come here, it also made some mistakes, but that is the point of it. We're trying to improve all the outputs that we're getting. So this has to do with the initial prompt that I was given. So we can actually go back to the composition step and modify the prompt and see that, okay, the prompt I was given was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but there are some issues with the prompt. So let's try another of the templates. Let's actually just go with a new template. Let's try timeline graphic instead, or something else, visual comparison, iPhone versus Android, iPhone 15 Pro Max. So these are just the templates are here to help you ideate. Like, so if you have an idea already and you want to be able to structure it in a way that can be used or would be geared towards content distribution, that is what we have the templates for. So S24 Ultra, e.g. points price, I guess. Price, camera quality. So ideally, the more information you can provide to the agent, the better. So you can actually add files here. You can provide files to the agent so it has more context as to what you want. Because right now, the only thing we have is your website. That is my specific website, my brand colors, and specific information about me. So the content that is being generated may not be the most accurate. So what we're going to try and do going forward is that we're going to nudge you to provide as much context as possible for whatever you want to create. Right now, it's just a test run. Obviously, we're just test running things. But going forward, it's going to be more, we're going to push you to provide as much context as possible. And that context, once you provide the context, you don't need to provide it again, because we're going to ideally store that so you can use it for future generations. Just like, most competitors do, where they store your data and use it for future generations. So we have 3 images that are going to be generated. I think I'm spending too much time on the content creation parts, but after this, we're going to save them and move on to the content generation aspect of it. So once the content is generated, right now, only images, because most marketing campaigns are either more visual or text or writing, but like a lot of the times, people like to see eye-catching visual. So that's why the initial campaigns are focused on that. Yes. Okay. So as you can see, it generated a couple infographics. We can, there are a lot of things we can ideally do to help with the infographics. For example, we could have provided pictures of both of them. Obviously, you can go get that, but based on the style that we selected, that is the image style, this is what came out of it. So you can actually play around with it as much as possible, play around with the image styles, play around a lot of things at in the compose step. But let's move on to the next step and just proceed to um, go to the dashboard. So from dashboard, we can, everything is saved in the library. Everything is saved in the content library. We have all the assets in the content library. We have 1, 2, 3, the previous generations, this, and we can then use everything here for campaigns that we want to run. So right now we only support organic campaigns. So that is for small business owners that maybe they don't want to start running ads. They want to create they want to create credibility on their social media platform. So okay, you want to create that content maybe all in one go, and you want to run campaigns, like run post maybe every day, every 2 days, once a day, twice a day on this organic content for very cheap. So for at a very affordable rate. So you just come here, you click on create a new campaign, select like the campaign name, can give whatever name you want. Let's go with my YouTube, no, Insta campaign, I guess. And we've already generated the content. So now we just want to distribute that content to users. We can select how long you want it, the duration, and do it like a daily. But if you select daily, you need to, have content ready for every day of the week. So let's just do it once per week and just have, 2 slots for this. You can select the time that to go out. That'll be 10 a.m. Local time, whatever time zone you're in. And you can then import assets you want to use. So you can import them from your system directly. And I'm going to try and import something from my system. This is a Simplex logo. You can import it from the asset library, from the assets we've created. So let me go ahead and import everything here, even if this one is a bit buggy. So let me only import this. And you can also, coming soon, import from Canva. So those assets that you have elsewhere, you can import it from here, and hopefully we'll integrate other platforms into this too. You can move between these 2 platforms, and you can, based on, so we selected a week, and we have about 2 slots for the content, and you can then select the type of content that you want to post, and based on the type you want to post, we would show the social media platforms that support those content, support that campaign. So for this, we have a single image. You just want to post an image with maybe a caption. So you move on, you can connect any of these accounts you want, your Instagram, that is either your personal or your business account, and you just want to run everyday campaigns every day. So I'll proceed to connect one of them. I think I can connect my Instagram. I think that should work. Give me a sec. So it's taking time because I'm running this a bit locally, but we connect. So the connection is a one-time thing. You must not connect here. There are other places you can connect from. I believe you can also connect from the settings pane, but because something was not connected, so we have to connect it from here. So we have Instagram available here now. You can also connect TikTok and and LinkedIn. But for now, we have a one-to-one post, and we can select any of them to post on the first slots that we want. So this is what we want, and AI suggestion. So it would read the content of whatever you want to post and generate a caption for you automatically. That's something we're going to do going forward. Very soon, maybe in the next 1 to 2 days, that feature will be out. My iPhone and Android comparison. So this is the first content that's going to get posted, closed. So we've captured that slot, and we can put another slot. We have Instagram connected already. You can obviously pick as many platforms as you want, based on your plan you have with us. And as you can see, we've used some of our credits for the content generation. You can check out the activities on the credits. So image generation, all that. So I think the next one we can, put this infographic. I don't know if that was the one I put before. So let me just put this one as maybe coffee. My coffee brewing steps. So this essentially is supposed to help, with the generation. Ideally, like generate all your content at once in one place, as many as you want, and distribute them easily to whatever platform you want to distribute it to. So now we've filled all the content slots. We have the iPhone and we have the campaign slot. This is free, but we are actually going to be rolling out running paid campaigns very soon. That's campaigns on Meta, X, and some other platforms really soon. That will be paid campaigns. So you then select the dates you want, the campaign to start. I can select any day, maybe on the 4th of, this day, and it's going to be posted on the 4th of February at 10 a.m. and this one is going to be posted at the 5th of February 10 a.m. If you like this, you can proceed and you get a summary of everything: start date, end day, once per week, blah blah blah, and the assets. You have 2 videos, sorry, 2 images, 0 videos, and all forms that is being posted to his Instagram, and you can actually launch this campaign. Once the campaign is launched, you can view. Once the campaign is running, you'll be able to see analytics on those on the launch campaign. So I believe it's this one. Yeah, this one. I believe this was the previous one I did. So you can see analytics on the data, on the content that has been posted out. So you can see likes, shares, everything will be here. Obviously, this has not been posted out at this time, so you can't see that data. But it's something you can easily see. You can delete this, you can move it to trash, do whatever you want with it. And yeah, I believe that is the flow. So you can come to the scheduler. Everyone has a scheduler where you can see all the time slots where you have content that is ready to go out. Okay. So I guess it hasn't been updated. Sorry. Okay. So it has been scheduled, but it hasn't shown up on the scheduler. So maybe that is something that needs to be checked out. And you can, if you're eligible for rewards on Simplex, you can come here to claim some of the rewards that we have. We have some free credits to give out to people. So we already give out free 200 credits to users, but if you perform any of these actions, you should be able to get extra credits. We also have a referral program that we're running. If you refer people to the site, whether they pay or not, whether they pay for a free plan or a paid plan, you get some amount of credits that you can use for generation, you can use for testing, and you can use with us and grow with us as we develop the platform more and more. So that's basically it for Simplex. You get to see your campaign that was published, as rather scheduled here. Starts on the 4th. No engagement yet, obviously, because it hasn't started, and you get access to all the templates here. You can browse the templates as much as you want and play around with it. It's free essentially, and you can get extra credits if you want. Join our community. Yeah, I think that is mostly it. So you can also join the referral program here. You come to your profile and you're able to join the referral program. Once you join, you have access to here, and you get access to the referral dashboard and for your referrals. You can see whatever you want to see, you can get a referral link from here and share it with users. And um, as people access it, they click on it, they sign up with it, you get to earn credits. I believe the first few people you bring to the platform or you help us get, you get about 100 credits, and it stacks up from there. So that is basically the platform as of right now. We are working tirelessly to, add more features, make it easier for marketers, make it easier for small business owners to use the platform. So thank you for, listening. Thank you everyone for being here. And I think that will be the end of this demo.
Thank you so much, Prince. Thank you. Every day I'm learning something new. Thank you so much for the demo. I believe we've seen something, we've learned something. What has really stuck with me is the speed at which Simplex is able to generate multiple contents at a go. Like I could see a video at the same time. I could see an image. I could see that you're able to generate multiple contents with just one caption. And as we had seen, and as we had seen earlier, that speed is everything when you're generating content, because again, you want to keep up with the speed and you want to keep up with the multiple contents that you need to create. So thank you so much. And Simplex has also shown us that it has the ability to recreate content if it has not been generated in the best way, and again, with the help of team, with the help of Prince and the dev team, thank you so much, because tool is is up and running. So as we wind up, I know time is really not on our side. As we wind up, I would just like to bring Chidinma back on board. And once again, thank you all of us for joining us this evening and for sharing all the insights that you had with us. Just one quick one. Chidima, for those of us, because most of us are new here and we are new beginners, we are most of us are SMEs, creators, some of us are founders. What is what is that one thing that you'd do differently if you are starting out now? And also, as we wind up, also you can tell us maybe where we can connect with you on your various social media platforms so that we can get to continue learning more from you.
Okay. I think for the first question that you ask, so for every creator, whether you're starting or you're already in business, right? It is really great to have people that you can go to whenever you get to a point where you need assistance, or whenever you hit a crossroad where you face so try to network with people on LinkedIn, people on Instagram. I mean, a couple of the solutions I've gotten to my problems are from random to their DM, and then we just connect and we turn acquaintances. From acquaintances, we went to being friends, right? So network and then always speak up. And then where you can connect with me on LinkedIn, Chidinma Akpati, AKPATI, on I think yes, Instagram and TikTok, same thing everywhere. So I share tips and a couple of other stuff when it comes to tech lifestyle. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let's check her out, guys, so that you get to learn and see what she's doing and see how her journey has been so that you can get to learn something from her. Thank you so much once again, Chidima, for honoring this invite and for being even for speaking to us and sharing with us all your secrets so that we can get to learn something as creators and as founders and for people who are interested in digital marketing. So once again, let's check out Simplex. The link has been pinned out there. Let's check out what Simplex has for us. We have seen in the demo that you can be able to create multiple content at a go, and the Retink is running 400 free credits for those who sign up at a go. So as we have heard, you need to network, and you cannot network without anything. So let's use Simplex to generate content and generate our portfolio so that we can have something as we are going outside there to network and generate more leads for our digital marketing careers. Once again, thank you so much for all of us who joined us. Follow our pages all over our social media pages. The links have been pinned there so that you don't have to miss out the next show, which will be next month, and the flyers shall be put out there. So follow us so that you get to learn more, and don't forget to try out Simplex and then 400 free credits. So that has been our time. Thank you so much for having me and for giving me your ears and for listening. So until next time, let's keep learning, let's keep building, let's make AI work for us, especially with Simplex. And don't forget to sign up and enjoy the 400 free credits. Thank you so much, and that has been my time. Goodbye.